Yo, 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 welcome to the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. We put you on game politics, you on the hum. You dig? My bad. I ain't talked to y'all. When was it? Yesterday. Almost ain't talked to y'all today. As you know, I was celebrating my dad's birthday, so you know what I mean? That come first. Had a good old time. You know what I mean? Ate a couple of times. Eating again. Um, whatchamacallit? Donations to Cash App CNG23 and www.welcometothe jungle.com. Your wholesale own. Stay home, stay safe, keep it hip hop under quarantine. Houston just lost 3-2. Was watching that game. Also watching the reality show. Guess they lost some power. But I really un minuto. So what I wanted to talk about, what I wanted to talk about was the word. Mm, I'm gonna get it out. The word civilian. Right. I caught the whole. Just been an ongoing situation. I seen. I seen a lot of entertainers, um, rappers. They didn't really go. They ain't go too easy on Gucci at all. Um, he kind of had motherfuckers on his side, this, that, and the third. Till the song, till the song came out. I know what I heard. You know what I mean? I know what I heard instantly. I just, how when you hear something and you like, hold up, I want to hear. I want to see what other people feel about it. Meanwhile, I graded it in C. Why? Because you know we were still under the them little niggas violated 100. You know what I mean? All the way, right? Um, so um, right, we was under them niggas violated just to get off out of the contract or some dumb shit. Overall, all sides is wrong. Um, I'm not going to sugarcoat it at all at this point, right? But he decided he decided to invoke his civilian status. Now I don't know if y'all know. Besides anybody in the military, everyone is a civilian. You know what I'm talking about? This street nigga civilian shit is what some of these little gang members, right? These we don't want to do right. We want to do what the fuck we want to do type of dudes, right? Because not everybody in the gang is a bad person. You know what I mean? You know, we all from bad neighborhoods where that's part of the neighborhood. You know what I mean? Some people in, some people out. Some people just got to deal with it no matter what because it's from the neighborhood, whichever neighborhood you're from, right? Um, but there's a lot of ignorant motherfuckers that ain't. Some of them ain't been in certain situations or been through some shit where I don't want to hear these motherfuckers rapping about they killed this, they killed that, they killed that. Listen, my nigga, you know what I mean? Like we already know, right? What's We already know what it is. If that was the truth, you would have been out of there already, and if it wasn't, we already know what you did. You know what I'm talking about? So just you ain't been discovered yet. You know what I mean? Um, but not to send it there. My whole thing, cause I'm like, are these motherfuckers really that stupid, right? Or do they really know that everyone is a civilian? It's just you're a civilian that was raised in the hood. You're a civilian that's always in the street. You're a civilian that went to college. You're a civilian that break the law. You're a civilian. You know what I'm saying? It's different categories, right? Um, you know, um, my thing is never put yourself in a situation where you got to invoke that right, right? You know what I mean? That's because I don't, you know, um, but I do, everybody has an opinion. We all know what, right? Because we all know that um, it was just the whole setup. Whenever you got niggas, because a setup can go from that shit they could have easily killed them. And that shit went. You know what I mean? If they would have killed him, it would have been it would have been a whole nother thing because he wouldn't have told, right? Then he would have had everybody in their mom. They would have had everybody in their mama gunning to him, gunning for him, right? Because they didn't off Gucci. You know what I'm talking about? Um, and they definitely would have got sent off. Some crazy shit, right? Cause I've been watching. I seen a couple of cats just right there. You know what I realized? Motherfuckers is mad. Motherfuckers is disappointed. Rewrite. I felt I felt bad for him because of the whole bite the hand that feed you. Bite the hand that feed you meaning because I ain't never been a son me type of nigga. Never. I know niggas that's always under niggas, you know what I mean? And won't let they nuts hang, you know what I'm saying? They always got their dick in their hand, like, hey, where we going? I know them type of niggas. I ain't talking about them type of niggas. I see you when I see you, you know what I mean? I'm always in the jungle, doing what the fuck I gotta do, right? Um, but when you put niggas on to so much money, right? Somebody should have said, nah, regardless of if the situation was fucked up as far as the contract and this, that, and the third. Somebody should have read. It can't. We all can't. That's why I said dumb. Too many dumb niggas can't get money together, man. You know what I mean? Some niggas just be naturally stupid, and dumb. You know what I mean? That all that. What you listen? What you down where you listen? That shit don't mean nothing, man. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It just going to show. It just look what predicament they in. So if somebody would have been like, yo, nah, um, just it's games you can play where if I ain't gonna eat off my shit, so can't you, right? Type of shit like that. I believe, right? That you don't have to, you don't go to, you don't do no shows or you don't put no music out or some shit. It's certain shit you can do where it's remaster your shit. You know what I mean? Certain shit, certain little games they play in the industry, right? That that that'll keep a motherfucker eating from. But my whole thing is, look, whatever money that you remember that other amount of money they were speaking about, I don't believe that money was put there or put up for a motherfucker to sign with that person. That money was intentionally put up to do some harm. You know what I mean? Tarnish a nigga name, legacy, whatever them games they play, right? Because they've been going that person and this person, and now I'm just right thinking outside the box because of that coincidence. It wasn't a problem. My whole thing is, if it was an issue, why wasn't the issue settled before that amount was put up? Or did son hear about there it being an issue, and he like, well, fuck that, you know what I mean? If you can get him to, I give you this much, or I got this much for you, or whatever. Do what you need. Ain't no telling how that could have went down like that too, right? So I don't want to make it, but my whole thing is this, man. When motherfuckers get that type of money, man, motherfuckers need to understand that the same energy you put out, or if you got the opportunity to eat and make money a good way, where you don't got to get all down and dirty for, because some of these niggas, I believe, they dumb themselves, they ain't getting dirty for it. They just using all these dumb motherfuckers that need money to be right, to do what the fuck need to be done. We already know. So my whole thing is, it's a lot of crazy shit, and they be the motherfuckers already in position, making it happen. Cause motherfuckers down here fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It ain't these niggas, cause these niggas can't even find niggas when they hiding up in a big house. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to get around. You know what I'm saying? So right is right, wrong is wrong, right? Cause something caused that. You know what I mean? And look, I just do I. I don't too much feel sorry for too many motherfuckers. I just feel it's a fucked up situation. He ain't making no better by dropping what he said in the song, right? We all know why. If he did was listening to old girl, then he got to ride with her, and that to the end. Ain't no, you know what I'm saying? I don't, that's too much control for a woman to have over you. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. Because at the end of the day, we already know what they're going to do. You know what I mean? All that depth to, that shit it ain't like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Them type of relationships and all of that is you can barely see them. Damn, this motherfucker gave me wine. Fuck ass nigga. You know what I mean? I smoke this. But, um, yeah, man. So, um, yeah. So I ain't you right. I'm just, and the only reason I'm bringing this particular topic is because there's a lot of niggas, right? These niggas is funny as hell, so you know what I mean? Be them, all them niggas is always talking about somebody tattling on them, right? Them niggas and the mother, you know what I mean? Like, listen, niggas that say they giving it to the mother niggas that's over there caged up. Whatever niggas is saying, yeah, that was the right thing or whatever. Just listen, man. You know what I'm saying? Whatever niggas is got that, you know what I mean? Stay the fuck away from them niggas, man. You know what I'm talking about? Cause ain't nobody here right. You know what I mean? I don't respect none of that shit. Them niggas did some dumbass shit. They wild out. You know what I mean? That's their issue. Ain't really, I concentrate on what the fuck. But when I see niggas boom, I go, yeah. Um, Cause them the type of niggas is gonna force your hand. You know what I mean? Then you gotta hit them with the pacatao. You know what I'm saying? When you should already know, this nigga ain't no bueno. You feel me? These type of niggas ain't no bueno. Stay the fuck away from them. You know what I'm talking about? Cause these niggas are snake they mama for some bread. You know what I'm talking about? That's just the way they is. That's the way they been wired. You know what I'm talking about? Um, and I know why I'm saying what I'm saying, cause I'm seeing a lot of these motherfuckers, man, ain't like that no way. You know what I'm talking about? It's just a lot of fugazi shit being said, back and forth going on. I don't like the whole scenario, period. I think it's fucked up. Another man lost his whole shit. Did he have fault in it? Yes. It's not about, oh, you shouldn't play with niggas that's from here. Nobody wanna hear that dumbass shit. Nobody wanna hear that shit. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Right. This late in the game, like, man, a lot of places everybody get right. You know what I'm saying? These they ain't the only ones that get right. You know what I'm talking about? It's just, it's their time, I guess, right now, right? But if you look, it's nothing but fuckery happening over there. You know what I'm talking about? So if motherfuckers like what's going on over there, um, you just gotta pick and choose, man. You know what I mean? I just look. No matter how hard it get, I'ma remain me, man. I'ma remain real to who I am. You know what I mean? I don't invoke on uh only motherfucking thing I'm invoking is my Fifth Amendment, right? The right to be quiet, the right to be silent, the right to say nothing. That's the only thing, right? Besides when it comes to something like that. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna want to get right, all the way right. So you know what I mean? Um, but just figured that I'll talk on the word civilian for you dumb motherfuckers that oh, these a lot of rappers. This civilian. Yes, all the rappers are civilians. The fact that they think that there's something else is the audacity. You know what I mean? But we're gonna respect what they feel. You know what I mean? If they feel, that's the next question we gotta ask. If you're not a civilian, then what are you? I guess they're just rappers. If they're not civilians, then they're just rappers. Civilians is the fans, right? You know what I mean? These niggas is bugged out. You know what I'm saying? But I guess Gucci's down the drain, right? The mother niggas, I guess, the way it's looking, they might get out. These dumbass niggas gonna jump right back on their dick. I mean, they gonna want to feature, right? The motherfuckers gonna end up doing some more dumb shit. You know what I mean? Um, I I don't know. I just don't care for none of it. Know what I'm talking about? Like Gucci Mane had his tracks. Like I remember when he was doing that shit. He was gonna sign motherfuckers like for $1 million and shit. Niggas was really doing music and shit, send it, whatever, whatever. But it goes to show you making bad decisions. You go sign these little dirty ass niggas. You know what I'm talking about? From over yonder, thinking they right. That gang, it ain't gangster when it gangster for you. When it get gangster for you, to you. You know what I'm saying? So some niggas right. And another thing they was saying right. Um, Motherfucker said right. You can't be gangster 20 years and then decide you want to be a civilian. That's what Murder said. Um, yes, you motherfucking can. You can be whatever, stop and do something else at whatever age you want. You just can't wait till you're in this predicament. You know what I'm talking about? That's the cut. You can do that just as long as nothing that's currently happening, right? Or happen to force you to make that decision. You know what I mean? You gotta want to do that because you want to do better. You know what I mean? Yeah, I did 20 years doing this. Now I'm gonna do that. Now I'm gonna just be a businessman doing this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? But right, what I get, he was saying is, you's a sucker for tattletale. That's what he meant. And if that's what he meant, right, which I think he did, but I just want to talk about the word civilian because, in case nobody knew, unless you're currently in the military, you're all civilians. It's just you got good civilians and you got bad civilians. Which one do you? You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, me, um, I'm a man in the world trying to do his motherfucking thing. You know what I'm talking about? I don't invoke. I don't let other people put words over me. You know what I mean? Right. Because at the end of the day, we all numbers. You know what I mean? If you really want to get there, if you really want to talk about it, it's just it was sad to see his homeboy go down like that. I knew, I see y'all motherfuckers is crazy. I knew y'all. I knew it was gonna be some hard shit going around. Um, you had some people that was really, because everybody know at the end of the day that was some greaseball shit. You know what I'm talking about? But um, to each his own. Stay ready, so you don't have to get ready. Don't trust nobody. Uh, word of advice for the youth: them. Word of advice for youth them. Don't trust none of them. None of them, none of them. You know what I'm talking about? Nathan. You know what I mean? Listen, look, and listen. Not trust none of them. You know what I'm talking about? Right. And you gonna be alright. You know what I mean? Fuck that. Anyway, I figured I'd make up and say something, talk about something, but due to the fact I seen a couple podcasts talking about I wanted to touch on the civilian thing. So question would be, are you a civilian or you a street nigga? Or a nigga from the streets? You gotta ask yourself, are you civilian or a nigga from the streets? Or you just a rapper? You know what I mean? Tomorrow we'll talk about that, right? Me, I'm a man in the jungle. I'm in the jungle, right? El Leon, CNG. You know what I'm talking about? That's me. I'm a man out here trying to get it, gon' get it by any means. You know what I'm saying? Word up. Fuck a rapper, fuck a civilian. On me. You know what I mean? Straight like that. You know what I mean? I don't hang off of no nigga nuts. You know what I'm talking about? And I get right. Get it. Besides that, I'm just cooling, man. I do what I do. You know what I mean? I'm talented. I do music. I love music. I do content. I like content. I'm falling in love with doing content. I'm I'm an entertainer slash businessman. Pull some shiesty shit. You gonna get the businessman. Know what I'm talking about? That's all I can say. You know what I mean? Shit it. But I think that's all I want to talk about that situation, right? What else we have happen? Um, show got a little power outage. You know what I mean? No electricity died over there. Um, but we still supporting. You know what I mean? We still watching. You know what I'm saying? Seeing what they got going on over there. You know what I'm saying? Cause we's gonna be so right over here. You know what I mean? But yeah, happy birthday to my dad. Turned 70 today. Unfortunately, my mom couldn't be with us. You know what I mean? But it's all good though. You heard? Um, we love her. We miss her. We had time. You know what I mean? Ate some good food. Played some slot machines and vibed out. I'm talking about y'all be easy for sure. Done dollar. You know what I mean? Holla at your dog on no River Day tape. Bagata. Um, who's next? Who's next going down the drain, y'all? Well, tomorrow I'm gonna see if we can pinpoint who's gonna be the next. Y'all terrible, man. Y'all ain't terrible. Y'all bad. I'm terrible. Y'all bad. Um, y'all alright. Y'all alright. You know what I'm saying? Y'all alright. Think I'm gonna just watch me a movie. I ate so much today. You know what I mean? I ain't get my workout in. No ejercicios esta noches. Comidas muchos. Tranquilo quietos. You know what I mean? So I'ma just relax it. Tranquilos. Ver peliculitas. Tranquilo quietos. Entendido? Saludos, saludos. Vengo a saludar. Big up to them people though. You know what I mean? Yeah. Um, talk to y'all punk ass later. You know what I mean? Word up, son. We coolin', man. Tranquilos. Relax, you know what I mean? Sipping this cafecitas. Cafecitas. Bien bonitas. Coolin', man. Try to be good civilians. Y'all gotta be good civilians now. Be easy, man. Good night. Uno River Day, Pacata. You did. Where is it from?